And our little friendly tablet. Time to get started. I forgot it was in the lunchbox. Went and did a little fishing earlier. Even caught a little fish. Probably about half the size of my hand. She was tiny. I couldn't even believe she got the hook in her mouth. And of course, your battery is unjuiced. But it's okay. We have a charger. No, we don't want to watch any more of that lawyer stuff. By the way, if y'all ain't ever heard of the civil rights lawyer guy and you're into that kind of video stuff, I ain't into many. Because, to be honest, some of those guys just get straight out obnoxious. But this guy here, he kind of educates a bit while he's putting it in. And it's a heck of a good channel to watch. And you might learn a thing or two. Just, I will say, be careful. I ain't into many. To be honest, some of those guys just get straight out obnoxious. Using his advice. Unless you got the means to defend yourself in court. Because it's gonna happen. Right now we ain't got anything up on the screen because I had to relaunch Mr. CarXstreet. I had it loaded, but man, it sounded like I had a dude just sitting there with the freaking throttle to the floor beside me everywhere I went, and I didn't figure any of y'all wanted to hear that because I didn't want to hear it. It was annoying the tar out of me. Let's see if we can find it again. There she is. And there she is. We got the loading screen up. It may take a minute. This CarX has gotten better over the years. Check it out. Or since the last time I played it. Years. Feels like years. I'm playing way too much freaking Forza. Unpopular opinion maybe. Or maybe not. But I think this one's better than Horizon. To be honest with you. I watched a couple of videos. I put a little bit of a tune on this thing, but I ain't entirely sure I like it that much. So we may mess with it a bit more, but now we'll just get it out of the way and drive the thing, right? Which one of these buttons was go? Been too long. I know that they work, I just don't know which ones are which. Or is this the one where I had to... That should be that one. Two cities, screw it. We'll just use the mouse. Now don't hear the annoying noise I was hearing earlier. And we gotta remember we're back in America. Yeah, she's a little wiggle. I think she needs more power. The bad thing about this particular game for me is I ain't played it a whole bunch, so I ain't got the levels. The worst thing about this game is I found this out a second ago is them things will swerve to hit you. I do so love just the traffic aspect. No, ignore that. The traffic on here compared to Horizon is so much better. I don't know if that's the right word to use. Let's just say there's more of it and leave it that. And it's very much so more vindictive, or so it seems. We just gotta cruise for a bit. Get used to the way this car, our truck, my little Hilux is what I'm gonna call it, although I mean it could be a Nissan, it could be anything. That is the one thing I do like about Forza. Is at least you get to play with some named vehicles. But to be honest, if you stare at these long enough, you can figure out what they're trying to do. I don't know why. I seen stairs. I had to do it. I think this thing needs a little more juice. Could just be me. Let's see if we can put some power in this thing. Make her just romp. Boy, well, it's nice to know that my voice is coming through there, but I hate when I forget to mute those things. Let's see what we got. What do we got? We need power. I know they say you don't need power, but I need power. That one costs real money. Let's see. I got 152 of those. What's it do for me? Takes my rev limiter up some. Plus 18% to the turbo. Yeah, I don't need that bad. I would much rather have anything but a turbo, but we'll take what we can get. Uh-oh. That turbo's expensive. We need to go make some money, I guess. Let's go back one page. I'm telling you, I could have swore some of these buttons actually did the thing. I'll just use the mouse. It's fine. I do need a transmission though. Which I already have, which is good. Let's see, most people will play with the gears individually. I am not that guy. Sure, I got that one. Acceleration coast. Alright, one of the videos I watch is said to put this at max and this at max, but man, I don't know about that. We'll give her a shot. Preload. You can tell that his video is before a few updates because the coloring's different, because I took some screenshots. I'd like to fully weight reducer as well, but that's not going to happen anytime soon. Close that. Let's give that a shot. And of course we need to go make some money, because I got a feeling we're gonna need some things. Somebody put a, oh, that's better as far as acceleration goes. I don't remember what button does that. I know that there's one. That ain't it. That's the... We'll just click it. Start using my keyboard. It's an awkward angle. I may or may not have been in the right gear. Oh, we're going through it. Yeah, we deserved a 7th place. But it's going to pay money. And that's what matters. A whole 700 credits. Let's just go cruise the streets for a little bit. We're not going to do drifts. I'll give Forza one thing over this game. The destructible environment's nice. Who's calling me now? Oh, she does not recover very well. Let's see. Oh, wrong button. Can't get to the screen I want from there. Don't know why they made 2 different pause menus. It's just freaking weird. Let's see. I don't mind the ride height. I'm gonna tune it Forza. In other words, I'm gonna go really stiff in the front. Like, what is it? Why is this blue? I don't understand. Oh, I can't adjust my rears yet, and that's a problem. Why do I feel like I'm doing that backwards? And this is negative, this is positive. I hear that noise again. And I don't really need to play with my dampers. I'm more of a rear brake balance kind of guy, yeah. Braking force 7.8 is a little low. That's a really annoying noise. Just saying. I want these even higher. Closer together. That'll do for now. Till I can afford some power adders. Hi. Sorry. Oh, poles are fun. That's what she said. No, no, she didn't. She might have. I don't know. It depends on her. I may have caused an incident. Oh, this could become my new favorite thing to do. I love how this thing sounds like it's really getting it. I'm doing 100 miles an hour. Oh, distractions. Could be the slow traffic making me feel this way. That's gonna hurt. I didn't see a signal light. Do I need fuel? I don't even need fuel. Half the time I can't ever find a place to get fuel when I do need it. we should go turn the traffic down until we get used to this. Hi. That was almost a racing. It'll be okay. Why you following me, man? Really love this little truck, but we may have to go get something so we can do some races. My cars, please. We want to drive. We got this one recently. We got the Charger, whatever you want to call that. I like that it shows me where they qualify. Man, that wagon's got a lot of horsepower. I think we'll drive you. You have been selected. Well, this thing don't turn so great. It's okay. That sign deserved it. How many gears does that go? Only 4. Where are my... There they are. We gotta turn the traffic down. This is too much. Too much. Game, not video. Club difficulty measurement. Traffic. The default should be fine. The high is too much. The high is way too much. Always gotta give it time to take effect. I think they swerve for an accident. I really do. Well, this doesn't seem any better. This seems the same. messed a brake up or something. It tried to go under that. Yeah, that's interesting. I do think I might have messed up a brake. Let's find some stuff to do. Make some money. Did I forget to hit the button? X. I really need to program some buttons to work on this wheel. Pulled forward just a little too far, I guess. I keep hearing it's like somebody's just hitting the rev limiter on a car. You ever notice how there's always a car at the finish line? It's very odd to me. I made... Ooh, we're gonna do some more of that. It's like there's somebody attached to me that's just sitting there. That noise. No, I'm not losing my mind. It exists. That's it? That's all they give us? We're turning the environment down some. Maybe that's what it is. We'll turn the effects down some. I was hoping maybe they had a thing in there for like opponents' cars or, you know, whatever. idea what this is. Endurance trial? What the heck is that noise? It's like somebody's sitting here in my car, or next to my car, just throttling. And I don't get it. Why are you making that noise? That's interesting. I missed my checkpoint. Obviously, this is for a drift car. This thing turns like a brick. I really shouldn't have selected this car. How do you get over there? Oh, okay. I missed. Well, it's some money, I guess. Over 300 bucks, probably. Continue, please. Yep, $300. It's not. See, it's back. I wonder if it's every other car on the track, but I mean, it's nothing I'm doing. I ain't pushing no buttons. Weird. I do know this thing had an update the other day. It's like somebody's just sitting there with the throttle on them. Like this guy. If I didn't know any better, I'd swear that that's what that is. Is that guy just sitting there with his freaking throttle on the floor. Because the white ones, I think, are, not the white cars, but the white arrows, I think are real people. And if so, let me turn their volume down so I don't have to listen to that garbage. And why can I hear it from so far away? I gotta get out of this gutless thing. And it dries badly on top of is a big part of it. That one qualifies for juniors. This one is working on the Canto Spirit. It has less power, but it weighs almost nothing compared to the other one, I think. Yeah, let's try that one. Find a thing to do. Leaderboard. Let's check that out. No suitable cars. Which top one to get? Well, alright, we won't do that. Could do some car delivery. Box delivery. Art of the drift. I really probably should go do that. Maybe he'll teach me something. Just like every other game in here, supposedly. I don't have anything for that. I have a car for this. But I don't know that I've done this one. And won it anyway. But I could use the money. I know I'm doing these currently. I don't play this game enough. I get lost in the menus. Should have just fast traveled so I won't have to listen to that the whole way. I'm not losing my mind. Oh, I'm on a wheel, man. Sorry. I forget chat exists because I so few people talk to me. Got a TSX Racer Thrustmaster. Not a super expensive wheel, but it does the job. And maybe we'll tune this car for the drift, because it kind of does it already. But I need cash, so we can do some upgrades. Ooh, missed my turn. Oh, wrong gear. Those barrels deserved it. Thank God they're there to slow you down. I love how this thing sounds so fast, but it's not. It's not fast at all. I hate the hold. That's bad. That's very bad. Oh, well, that was worse. That made my head hurt. I just remembered I had nitrous. Seen him coming. The car didn't care that I seen him coming. It's like we're gonna magnetize to that guy. I'm gonna guess that they changed some of the settings for traffic, because normal seems like high to me. I feel like he aimed for me, but I also feel like I might have aimed for him too. Where's my retry button? Not that a retrying will help me much. The words bad don't seem to describe how horrible I am at this. got that checkpoint. Yeah. Ain't no point in finishing that one. Jesus, what kind of freaking steel is his car made of? Alright, alright. Well, this is going poorly. So I am gonna exit. I gotta exit the whole game. We're gonna change the name of this stream to something else, because I can't have that. That is a really annoying noise in the background all the time, and I mean it's all the time in the background, unless you're doing a race, and till they fix whatever that is, I won't be back. Alright, let's see here. Content. Let's see here. We're going to change this stream to then Motorsport, because I can drift on there, but I ain't figured this out yet. Really should start playing some of my actual sims, but let's go ahead and launch it. So at least give y'all something other than a black screen to look at, right? Motorsport. I thought about clicking Horizon, but with all the things. Well, I have the world's fattest fingers when it comes to typing. There we go. Saved. I really got to start paying more attention to that little chat box down there. People talk to me, and I tend not to notice. Do they have messages or something? I mean, I don't know why it keeps taking me to. It never used to take me into that page every time. I wonder what's in the featured multiplayer. I know that these are the very few things that still change. Endurance, Challenge Series, compete with the 2000 Ferrari. Nope, that is too fast for me. What else you got in here? Grand Prix and the Ferrari FXX. Dude, nobody wants that stuff. Those are not the cars we want to race. 12 cylinders? No, well, that ain't any better. But we didn't come in here for that. We just came to look because I hadn't in a while. Meetups and rivals. Could do a little more in my career. I am feeling a bit froggy for a little bit of drifting, or a little bit of competitive driving. Just don't know if I want this to be If I remember right, this Cadillac wasn't great. Available, $500. That's fine. That's enough to make me happy. That'll do. I promise I'm keeping an eye down to the right now. Well, didn't Chris forget to swap to the thing so that y'all get to see what I'm doing? I am a terrible person. There you go. Now we got a picture up there. I might as well get me some mosaic in the background while I'm thinking about it. Road America. We're going to lose. Anybody that comes in here watching this, just so you know, I am not going to do well at this. I am terrible in traffic. Name of that station is Cocaine and Whiskey. Two bad words. Okay. Mm-hmm. Sure, why not? Let's have some heartbreak songs. Why not? We can drive to that. This game's breaking my heart anyway. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. We got the long loads. It's just Road America. It don't take that long to load. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Let's try this. Well, you gonna load today? All right. We won't do any career. We'll just exit the eternal load. We gotta wait for Steam to catch up. It's gonna be one of them kind of days. I'm just gonna go do what I'm good at. I was trying to move up on my leaderboards, but it's getting real hard once you get up in that top 3%. And I ain't bragging. I don't feel like I'm doing well at the top 3%. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. One of these days, I guess I need to break out that. Why aren't you? What did you do now? Are there days when I want to just punch my computer in the head? I think we'll start and warm up in rivals, and then we'll get irritated, and then we'll go maybe do a little meetup. Although I could just go buy me a new car. Back. This is A-Class, sir. What do we want to drive? The Vantage was not good. Oh. That explains a lot. Now we got it. I love how on my own personal YouTube account, it doesn't give me the option to dislike my own stream. I'd be tempted. I really would be. My stream's terrible sometimes. Most of the time. Right here. Alright. Oh, you jerk. Why are you feeling so slippery, Monty? I mean, slippery's what we want, but... Be careful. Too much angle. Even corner. That sounds terrible. Oh, are we gonna do well, it ain't a zero lap. jerk. Played street for a second too long. Now I got a heavy foot. Reset. This station is not great. Something going on with Monty. I don't know if I changed something and forgot. But I'm too lazy to work on it right now. I know I jacked with that one. I remember doing it. So let's take Coronetta for a drive. She likes it. Man. Too much angle. That corner is such a deep. You dang it, gotta go around it straight. It's really weird. probably wonder why I don't just skip lap when I mess up. Because you won't get any practice that way. Grand ahead of our top score. We don't lose it up here. I used to just bank. I'd just be like, I'll just collect my points so it doesn't steal them. Because that right there, overtouched the gas. Like, I was hoping to at least move up a little on this before I left it, but 'tis not bringing me joy, so let's do a different. I'm sure it should be fun. I've been trying to beat it for days now. I thought about taking the Supra. I ain't took Care Bears out in a while. This is not my paint job. Neither is Jurassic Park. But I dig it. And I probably won't do well in this car. It's very twitchy. In fact, I already regret picking it. Cute car though. Like the paint. Somebody put in the time. That car needs work. Gotta fix my music for certain. I picked this one because I thought it might have good music, but I was wrong. It's 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 been terrible so far. Too much brake. Hold those sides. Don't know how that got turned off. You just sit there and wait. I need music that works. Realize I'm on the wrong view. I'm not going to argue with it. Well, I've been doing all right. But I usually got my steering wheel on the screen. Always next lap. It was a good lap. One more. And then we'll go to try the B class here. Take the pirate first spin. All right. Just go to B class now. I wonder who I got holding this one. I'm pretty sure it's the GNX, but I ain't for sure. Pretty sure. Yep. That GNX is a beast. Oh, sorry, sir. Is that you as my rival? That way I'm chasing you all the time? I don't think so. I did notice the leaderboards here, and I've said it a few times before. The tops have changed, and a certain Y-tube YouTube guy just totally disappeared off of there. I'm not sure why. Unless they did some investigation, I guess. Ohio or Suzuka? Do we want the sun in our eyes? Also the GNX. But we're going to drive the GSX. Because I love this car. Although I'm pretty sure my Mercury could probably destroy that GNX's. Makes me kind of glad I'm not like way, way up on the list, because I noticed the top of the list got purged. I want to say I used to race Gran Turismo with that guy, because the name sure looks about the same. And even in Gran Turismo, he was one heck of a drifter, but he would get in races and try to drift while racing, and it just did not work out. But he could drift. I couldn't. Not in 7 anyway. 5 and 6 I could drift pretty good, but 7, I don't know. I didn't really like Gran Turismo 7 all that much. Let's get ourselves set. Get my eyes blinky so I'll be ready for when we get the sun in it. Guy's in a hurry. Oh, goodness. That was actually on its way to being a decent lap. A little too much throttle. And a little too much turn. And I guess that's all it takes. Was it stick? Oh, goodness. I'm getting a heavy foot. I'd say now is probably a good time to go chillax and meet up and see what we can do. No. Get on the line. There we go. Pass the capture test. Please go over the way back. Cut back. Alright now. I hope I'm good. No excuse for that one, though. That was just me losing my gear set. I couldn't remember what gear I was in. Why are you so twitchy all of a sudden? I'll get your tires clean. Don't worry. I'll get the dirt off you. Well, it's nice as I got that rollover on a record, I guess, because I've been recording this whole time. With garbage. I must have bumped my hotkey or something. You're just having that where all music is just garbage as far as your brain is concerned. On your mansion. Nowhere. Drunken. Where do we wind up? I wasn't paying it. Suzuka. Is it the big circuit or the little circuit? I'll come off that. Dylan. NASCAR Camaro. I didn't know there was a NASCAR Camaro. I might have to go look at that. I tend to stay out of race cars. I like these. I like the old muscle. They're just fun to drive. on this game anyway. They have very tight feeling steering, and I love that. At least we're warmed up for this truck. Currently, we don't have the sun in our house. One of the few tracks where I was complaining about the nighttime because it's well lit. I want that guy off me. Hit the yellow thing. Felt it happen. Them things are set in some major concrete. Somebody made a mistake. His name might be me. 67 grand hit on the list. I didn't look to see what close to that 100. But I am having hell. I am terrible at this corner right now. Oh, goodness. Gotta stop for a second. See how we're doing. Gotta park against the wall. Bad things happen if you don't. Number 2. I'm the sheep. I can do better. I didn't know any better, I'd swear that guy was trying to mess me up. Well, I really want to bank that. Come get some, buddy. Pretty sure that was the top dog. He kept rolling his car out in the road every time I came by. Is that a bird? Yeah, that's fine. Bound to be somebody better than me up there, right? OCD Fallen. That's the guy that just went by a second ago. Or is that the guy across the road from me? Forza. Got the heavy foot. Seems like a really horrible place to park. I'm surprised that thing didn't dead stop me. about parking time. That sun's going to get real bright real soon. That's actually a pretty sweet looking car for a ugly Camaro. There he goes. Pretty sure he's going to beat me. He looks really talented. Mach 2 Tourer. Hell of a car. I can't drift it for crap, but it was top of leaderboards for a real long time. Which would make most people consider it to be a, what you'd call a cheater car, because anyone and everyone could drive it well. But I drove it. Those guys are talented. Or at least better than I am. That don't take much, but now I can sit and watch. Oh, rewind the table. Dirt. Wonder if my controller will connect this time. Nope. Still not letting me use it. Still got him labeled as number 2. I know what it is. It's connecting to my tablet. Forgot about that. Was doing a little remote play on it the other day. Anybody coming? Okay. Do I dare do what I'm thinking about doing? Hold those shots, buddy. See if anybody's saying anything worth listening to. Be quick to mute them. Because oh my. I mean, there was a guy dropping all kinds of bad, where's that, voice chat. Bad words, lots of bad words. And yeah, I had to delete that stream because they weren't just bad words, they were all kinds of bad bigotry type stuff. OCD's got his mic off. But I'm almost certain he's going to get me. He sure is trying, that's for sure. 149 grand. What do we feel like? Could drive the Trans Am. I ain't drove that thing in a minute. I've been thinking about upgrading her. She's no longer relevant in C-Class. I got a better C-Class car. And she is low on power. That's why I left her in C-Class. She would drift, but she could drift better. See, I ain't even put a supercharger on it yet. Because I ran out of room. What we got here? Let's see how she does with it. That's all we'll put on. We'll just throw on the supercharger. Won't put on the top doggo one. Let's see what we got here. 38. I can bet money I can bring that down some, but we added power, so we got to be careful. Really tried to. You know what? I wonder if I'm gonna have to completely reconnect it, get it to connect to my PC. She connected to something. This view and me, we don't get along. There we go. I think the thing I love about drifting. Fast helps. Score the points faster. But you ain't gotta be hauling butt everywhere. Supercharger helps, but it wouldn't drift in fifth gear before. It was fourth gear. It was my top gear kind of car. funny if that guy beat me, and then I beat him as soon as he did it. That'd be hilarious. What a jerk. He exited. I was doing well. The man trying to beat me didn't hit me. He made it around me just fine. Want to talk, buddy? Explain why you smashed me? Same guy that was trying to run me earlier, that when I come around, he'd roll out in front of me. Probably a kid. They don't know no better. Got to fix things after I took care of something else. Out of here. Pardon my French. I'm sorry, sir. I was blaming you for somebody else's baloney. digging this thing with more power. I think she could use the next one. One more supercharged upgrade makes this thing pretty sweet. The heck out of here, man. Some people are just like that. There's that jerk again. banked or I lost it. I'm not sure which. Here he comes. I know for a fact that that's who that is. He changed cars. Or it's a different guy, but that car on the track tells me a lot. You ain't getting on the track to drift with that. I ain't saying nobody can, but 90% of the time. Find something better to do, man. What a jerk. Jerk. Which one is it? They got a room for that, man. Just so y'all know. They got a room for that. But you must be slow. Fallen finally beat me? No. I mean, I take either one of these. Not a lot of people in the room. Just a couple of jerks. That's about it. That OCD dude, though, respectful. I have to remember him when I see him out in the rooms. Now we drifted side by side through a couple of corners. He faster than me, though. Everybody's faster than me. I'd be as slow as they get. I am digging this Pontiac, though. All yours, Mr. Fallen. All yours. He can be number one. And then those two jerks can be last, because they are that bad. I kind of want to throw this Pontiac at a B-class rivals and then go to bed. I probably should go to bed. I got to take my truck to the shop tomorrow and put a headlight in. Thought about doing it myself, but they made changing headlights a pain. That's all I got to say. And that applies to almost every vehicle, I'm sure of it. At least this way I ain't got to worry about traffic. The only traffic on here is, well, ghostly, you might say. Where are you at, little feller? Hope that's not the right car. Oh, well, we can swap once we get in. Yes, I need something don't understand. Up and rising fun. It's something I don't understand. Oh, they in the kitchen. Papa, John, passed on. You know, fourth gear might not have been the right gear. The dirt be deep right there. Gotta get it off my tires. Well, all of a sudden, spent too much time on Suzuka. And rude people ruined my mojo. No. I just didn't feel like dealing with that every lap. And they were going to do it until they got bored. God knows how long that might have took. Oh, that was too much. Alright. I may have lost my foot. Sometimes my foot gets heavy. game's way of telling me you pled too long. We'll give her one more. I think I might just call the night and take a nap. She just wanted to go that way. In this corner. Yeah, I think that'll end it. Oh, that's as good a place as any. But I'm gonna bring this car back when I'm rested. Because I think that's a high scoring car. And she handles really good, but my eyes and mind have decided that they're done. And I gotta listen to them. So until next time, I hope y'all enjoyed at least a little bit. If you did, you know, there's a button for that. Always click on it. I don't pressure anybody to like or subscribe. If you're gonna, you're gonna. If you're not, you're not. You ain't gonna need me to tell you to do it. So, until next time.